entity. We are connected with everybody. We are one with the world. So there is absolutely no issue about learning from outside. But to have an entire system of education almost entirely based on one particular cultural intellectual tradition is, to my mind, a great tragedy and the opposite of what we should call innovation in education. And it is in that context that when we see that in our own society we have traditions, grassroots innovation happening all the time. In fact, there are two key words that summarize the nature of the knowledge society that India is. One word is Prakrit, the other word is Sanskrit. So you have Prakriti and Samskriti. So we have a whole lot of Prakrit traditions that are evolving. Prakrit means that Kriti which comes from interaction with the environment and with nature, from Prakriti. That knowledge which comes from the interaction with Prakriti is Prakrit. And when you do some samskar on it, when you do some modification on it, you generalize, you draw principles, then it becomes Samskriti. Samskriti is the samskar that you do on Prakriti becomes Samskriti. So in this society, and in every society really, you have both the Prakrit traditions of knowledge, where you can identify them through continuous grassroots innovations that are going on in that frame, the Prakrit frame. And you have Samskriti, which are in our context subjects like ranging from mathematics to Ayurveda to architecture to music to dance, but they are all connected with the Prakrit, which is from Prakriti that you get Samskriti. So Samskriti is samskar done on Prakriti. And the forms of knowledge, experience, innovations come from both. From the Prakrit Parampara as well as from the Sanskrit Parampara. A huge misunderstanding exists in this country about the relationship between tradition and modernity. And we have been given to believe that they lie on two ends of the spectrum, when that is in fact not the case. But just like the past, the present and the future, they lie on a continuum. There can be no present without a past, and the future comes from the present. So in fact, tradition is the basis of the modern. The roots of modernity lie in tradition, just as the past, present and future lie on that continuum. So in any society where you polarize these and say this is tradition, this is modern, is really creating confusion. And in fact, this confusion was created in the colonial period deliberately, saying if you want to modernize, get everything from us. Only then you will modernize. And that is the reason why our formal education systems are entirely based on Western cultural intellectual tradition. It is an utter shame at this point of time when, decades have passed since we have become independent, that we still have an education system that is so, skewed. Knowledge from any cultural, intellectual source can be enlightening within the limitations of its worldview. But it is completely untrue to believe that any particular knowledge tradition, however illuminating, will provide us the only or the best way to know, to understand, and so on and so forth. And so that's the context of transdisciplinary. And so my real message is that we need to create universities in India that are transdisciplinary. And It's a fancy word, transdisciplinary. We are familiar with interdisciplinary. We are familiar with multidisciplinary. Now what is this new term, transdisciplinary? Anyway, all that the term means is, while inter and multi biophysics is interdisciplinary, town planning is multidisciplinary. But in both these cases, the disciplines all lie within one knowledge paradigm, namely Western cultural intellectual tradition. In a country like India, or for that matter, all over the world, in Africa, in China, in South America, we need to create cross-cultural frameworks. Ayurveda and biology that Professor Valyathan seeded in this country, I think that was the boldest initiative that was taken in the space of transdisciplinarity, which was visible, which is this initiative that MS Valyathan has taken a decade ago, Ayurveda biology. This is transdisciplinary because Ayurveda is based on a worldview, on an understanding of nature, which is based on what we call Panch Mahabhutas. And biology is based on a molecular perspective, on a cellular perspective of life. Now, when you combine these two, that becomes cross-cultural, that becomes transdisciplinary. And this is, I feel, innovation will come in this country when we do this sort of a combination. We cannot ignore Western cultural intellectual tradition. They are politically so dominant, and it's not that they are rubbish or any such thing, but we have been ignoring our own traditions, our own knowledge, which is evolving. Traditions are not static, they are not obsolete, they are all the time evolving. The entire work of NIF is showing you how active this Prakrit tradition is. And so that is the message that I wanted to put across. I can share with you, and I'm sure that many of you would already be experiencing this. I can share with you how important it is, this transdisciplinary framework in one particular domain in which I am somewhat more familiar, which is the health sciences. We do see in health sciences, whether at the grassroots level innovations or whether you see in the Ayurvedic domain, you do see extraordinary things actually happening clinically. So you can see that, someone who's been declared as infertile goes to, some treatment based on Ayurveda or a folk tradition, and gets benefited. Or you may see someone with a neurodegenerative disorder, benefiting, or someone with rheumatoid arthritis who's been taking, a conventional treatment, takes something else, drawn from our own knowledge systems and benefits. Or you would see, gangrenous wounds, wound healing, diabetic wounds healing, and so on and so forth. In the folk tradition, we know that the Nobel Prize, Baruch Blumberg, the Nobel Prize winner, actually, has patented a plant used in folk tradition for treating, Kamala, as we called it. But he showed that it is useful in viral hepatitis B and C. But he took the lead from a folk practice, and that's a complete another issue to understand what is the meaning of Kamala in the framework of Ayurveda, and how it is commensurate or otherwise with viral hepatitis B and C. So we see these things that are happening and that are functioning, that are useful, and we are now unable to explain them because the language in which they are explained, the theory on which they are explained in our own knowledge systems is very different from the theories of molecular biology and modern biomedicine. I believe that given the current day understanding of the complexity of the human biome, I think the recent conventional frameworks, where single molecule, single target was the sort of way to go about, is being buried. I mean, we are seeing that every health condition has multiple causes. We are seeing, despite the incredible insights that we have at the molecular level, we are seeing we cannot extrapolate the changes that we observe at the molecular level to higher levels of organization of the same biological entity. So what is happening at the molecular level cannot be extrapolated, certainly not at the systemic level. And so our understanding of biology at the systemic level is still at its infancy. Now it is in this context that when you look at our own knowledge systems like Ayurveda, the entire understanding is at the systemic level. We have zero understanding at the molecular level. And that's where transdisciplinarity, combining the systemic perspective of Ayurveda with the molecular perspective of biology, which is what Palyathan, 10 years of his Bechdel vision, has shown, that today you can look at the genetic, if you want to do genotyping of a random population, you really can't proceed unless you use the phenotypic framework of Ayurveda, which comes from an entirely different scheme of knowledge, because that phenotypes are coming from Panchmahabhut Siddhanta. But you are showing underlying those three phenotypes of Kapha, Vata and Pitta, you are seeing, on whatever scheme you use for genotyping, you are seeing that there is a correlation between the two. I think we must also be critical about, in health sciences, we must also be extremely critical about the designs that we are having for drug development, the designs we are having for pharmacology, the designs we are having for clinical trials. I mean, let's look at the designs for pharmacological experiments. We do experimental pharmacology before we get into clinical pharmacology. Let someone do a critique of all the bioassays that we have, in vitro, in vivo. These are meant to mimic the real biological situation. To what extent do they mimic? Is it 100%? Obviously not. What is that extent? And we are extrapolating from experiments done on cell lines, we are extrapolating from experiments done even on animals, but on parts of those animals. So we have a whole fragmented scheme of pharmacology from which we extrapolate. Now look at the clinical designs. You have inclusion criteria. So you will say here is an inclusion criteria, we will test an intervention on, let us say, ischemic stroke, or on a particular, that is a neurological problem. So ischemic stroke. So we have people in the same age group whom we take into the inclusion, and we have defined ischemic stroke, and that becomes, according to the inclusion criteria, a